Hello, my name is Shashin Kwesi. I am the owner of Kepra Healing LLC, and today I will be going over 5 tips that can help you keep the health and wellness commitments that you make for yourself in the new year. So I decided to do this video because I know we are entering into that time of year again when we are thinking about our New Year's resolutions and we are creating goals for ourselves when it comes to our health and our wellness. Now, I always get excited this time of year. However, I also do advocate that we should carry this energy and this excitement into our entire year when it comes to our health and our wellness. However, I also wanted to really support people with setting themselves up for success. Currently, statistics state that only 8 to 16% of people are able to follow through with the goals that they set for themselves at the beginning of the year. So I wanted to go over a few tips that can support you with being successful and kind of prepare you for some of the obstacles or challenges that may get in your way while you are trying to achieve these goals. With proper planning and knowledge that some challenges are going to arise, you will be able to be more successful in implementing the health and wellness goals that you have set for yourself. So, tip number 1, you want to have a plan. I know this time of year we get so excited about those goals that we are making for ourselves when it comes to our health and our wellness. But sometimes we get so excited that our goals become bigger than themselves. They're not time specific and they're not realistic. So you really want to think of your healing journey as a marathon, not a sprint. It is a journey. And to begin that journey, you have to take those first beginning steps. And they're going to be little steps. So you want to set up micro action steps that you can begin to implement to get you to that overall goal. So for instance, if your goal is to lose 50 pounds, just looking at that goal by itself can be really overwhelming. And that's what gets people in a position to where they're giving up on themselves in the first couple of weeks of setting those health goals. And so if your goal is to lose 50 pounds, you really want to decide what steps you're going to take to get there. Are you just going to focus on nutrition? Are you going to focus on nutrition and incorporate exercise? And if that's the case, what does that look like on a daily and weekly basis? You really want to figure out what you're going to be doing on a regular basis as a part of a daily routine to support you with achieving that goal. And you want to be realistic in how long it's going to take you to achieve that goal. So you really want to have times and days in your plans that are going to support you with getting to that overall goal. And you want to be consistent with those little action steps that you take. Tip number 2, and I do believe this is the most important of all the tips. You need to get grounded in your why. Why is this goal important to you? Why is this something that you want to be able to achieve? And so, to use the first example here, if you are trying to lose a certain amount of weight, if your reason for trying to lose this weight is so that you are ready for your high school reunion or so that you can fit into a particular dress for a special event, that why may not be enough to carry you through the process that it's going to require you to get to that goal. You really want your why to be connected to your values and what's important to you. And this is why during my coaching program, I support my clients with really understanding what they value and what's important to them. Because when you're able to connect your health and wellness goals to your values, the chances of you being able to stick through when things get hard, which they will, when obstacles come up, which they will, the chances of you sticking with it is a lot more likely. So for instance, if you are trying to lose weight because you want to increase your mobility so that you can run around with your children, or if you're trying to lose weight so that you can get off your diabetes medication, or if you're trying to lose weight because you want to keep your mobility so that you can take care of yourself and not be reliant on others. These are all reasons that are grounded enough in a purposeful enough why that you would have the energy and the drive and the determination to continue to push through even when things get hard. So you really want to step back and kind of understand what your why is in regards to the goals that you're setting up for yourself. Tip number 3, you want to give yourself grace. The truth of the matter is healing is not a straight line shot. There are going to be ups and downs. Like I said, you are going to encounter challenges. It just is what it is. No one is perfect. I love this quote shared by James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, and he says, make mistakes, just don't make them permanent. So you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall off the wagon. You're going to have those moments. Give yourself grace in those moments. You are human. You aren't perfect. But get back on the wagon. Get back on your plan. Get back on track. Don't let a little mistake derail the entire process and your entire journey. And so you want to be able to give yourself grace. Make sure that the thoughts and the messages that you're sending yourself in your mind are kind, and continue to push forward so that you can reach your goal. Tip number 4, you want to have some way of tracking your progress. So tracking your progress and how you're doing is a really great way to keep you motivated through the process. You're going to have your high days, you're going to have your low days. You're going to have days where you're gung-ho, you feel good about it, and there are going to be days where you don't feel like doing it, and you don't feel like you're making the progress that you want to. But you have to understand that healing is a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. And when you begin to see even the small steps that you're taking towards your goals, it will motivate you to continue moving forward. So whether you use an app habit tracker, or if you have something visual that you can see on your bathroom mirror or on your refrigerator door, you want to have some way of tracking how you're doing. And once again, you want to keep those steps small so that you are experiencing success on a regular basis. Last but not least, my second favorite tip, accountability. You really want to make sure that you have some type of buddy system, some type of accountability partner to support you through this process. When you have someone that you can report to, someone that can give you that support when you're experiencing those challenges and obstacles, you are much more likely to follow through. And that's why people that usually join walking groups, or if they go to some type of exercising class where the clients are consistent and there's not a whole lot of change, you are immersed in this community and you know that if you don't show up, someone's going to be missing you, or someone might be shooting you a text asking, hey, where are you at? When you have that type of support and community around the habits that you're trying to build for yourself, your chances of being successful, sticking with it, and being able to reach your goals are so much higher. This is one of the reasons why I decided to create a group coaching program to support women that are trying to create healing habits of self-care for themselves. Through group coaching programs, sisterhood circles, community centers that offer fitness and wellness programs, you are much more likely to be successful and also have people to lean on when you're having tough days. Just make sure, whatever accountability partner or buddy system you choose, that you are choosing someone that is going to build you up. Someone that you trust and someone that is going to feed you positivity. You don't want to have a buddy system or an accountability partner that's going to break you down when you're already having a rough day. So, let's recap. Tip number 1, plan ahead. Make sure that your daily action steps are time-specific and realistic. Tip number 2, get grounded in your why. You should be able to ask yourself, what would happen if I do not achieve this? Your answer should be powerful and connected to your values. Tip number 3, give yourself grace. You are going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. Just do your best to be consistent through the ups and downs. Tip number 4, track your progress. What is measured gets done, and what gets done can be improved. And last but not least, tip number 5, accountability. Make sure you have some type of buddy system or accountability partner to support you when you do face those challenges along the journey. I hope you found this video useful and you were able to get some beneficial tips to support you with being successful on your healing journey. If you'd like to dig a little deeper into this discussion with me, I am going to be having a free webinar called Creating Habits That Stick. It's going to be January 11th, 2023 at 9:30 Eastern, and you can register for that free webinar on my website. I also have a group coaching program that's starting in the middle of January. I created this group coaching program in an effort to create sisterhood around those of us that are trying to begin or dig deeper into our healing journey and are looking for that accountability piece that will support us with being successful. Please feel free to visit my website, www.keparahealing.com, for more updates and events that will be coming up soon to support you on your healing journey. Thank you for joining me today. Mary Hotep.